I might have missed, I might have misunderstood, I might have misread something, signs. So clearly, you're not the person. You've said it out loud. I get it. But just don't expect me to then disappear like vapor, to act like it isn't morphed into something solid, into something substantial. This thing, man, it is deep, deep in me. You see, my whole ambition, my whole passion, man, has circled around this person. And I've heard it clearly or no, and I respect it, but can I just have the right to just mourn, man, to just break, man? You see, before I get loaded with whatever I'm supposed to do next, if it was authentic, it was always gonna reflect, man. You see, there was never gonna be a way I was gonna know, of course, that you are not the person for this. I'm supposed to skip. You see, maybe there are red flags and all stuff. People say it, but I'm sorry, I'm not that perceptive. Yeah, they've said it that it's a risk, but man, we're so optimistic when we came at first. With so much life and energy, we're young, man, innocent. We thought the world would play it safe. We thought the world would reciprocate. But that wasn't the case. We thought we hadn't wronged anybody. Man, we entered with our hearts opened. Man, we came as we are. We hid nothing. We concealed nothing. Man, we poured everything. Nothing left. You see, man, we wrote the story, gave it our best effort, made sure it was beautiful, but only to be rejected, but only not to be enough, but only, man, to be confusing. How do we get around this? You gotta be a fighter. What kind of a fighter? Must we then tend to some brutal people? Must we then change ourselves, still trying to exist in this world of love? Must we lose our heart, man, our innocence, man, our authenticity, just still trying to save relationships, just still trying to keep somebody in our lives, still trying to have something? This is the point whereby trusting God is really demanded, not just needed. Because at this point, I don't have anybody to blame. How can I blame myself? That person making probably reasonable justifications why now they have to leave, why they have to say no, why now they have to demolish those castles built in your head. You see that wonderful world you've crafted with the highest form of creativity, highest form of heart, highest form of devotion, highest form of life, man, being and spirit, soul attached into this thing. This is a lesson. Perhaps she was not meant to be my blessing, but my lesson. I just wanna say goodbye. Yeah, there's gotta be a world, man, for us to be seen. Cause these places, man, hey, how do I say this? We pour our hearts when our spirit is captured, and it appears that is all that has ever been needed, not us. It is what we could see, we could give. But I'm never gonna say there was nothing there. Because, man, I saw you and I gave you my heart, I gave you my life. You see, you were the person that called me out into life. And it doesn't really make enough sense to have people do this to you. And not that they are doing it to you. Man, it's usually how it should then begin, it should then continue. They're never meant for you. They're meant to show you things that will just end for that that measurable amount of time. I don't understand it. What this thing called heartbreak does into man, into the infrastructure of the human heart. You see the limit. You see when you come into this fear of no continuity, when it seems like nothing will ever be containable, nothing will ever be retrievable, nothing will ever be used. Like you're just good for nothing. Having this company, having this person to look up to, this person to cheer you up, this person to laugh with, has always been your source of strength, has always been the thing that calls you out to life, that gives you direction, that gives you some fire, man, some burning and some meaning, man. You become with this person and it looks like it really does make sense. It looks like it really is something. But now, where do we continue from now? When it looks like, man, this is the end, this is where it stops, this is where you die, this is where you stop breathing, this is where your soul collapses. Man, I don't want to feel this way, but this is how it is. And when I try to bury this thing down, man, what builds from then is a compromise. What builds from then is cruelty, is brutality, is chaos, is madness, is deception. Man, I can look at a person going on from here. If I really don't heal from this, if I really don't address this thing truthfully, honestly, I can look at a person, tell her I love her, tell her I care for her, knowing very well there are no attachments at all, knowing very well I'm the actual enemy, and I don't want to become that. This thing has been preached precisely to me that when someone leaves, you see, just pay them the courtesy of the time spent and understand that they were never meant to live, to last there forever. But no, that is not how things are in my case. In my case, she's living with a part of me, a huge chunk of me that is irreplaceable, that is very expensive for me to get from anybody else. How do I just accept that? What do I become? You see, I want to just act like nothing happened. I want to understand that life must continue, just like it's gonna continue. But man, the thought of that she's really going really paralyzes my brains. It really